Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Nicola and this video is designed for the third trimester as birth preparation. So the labor, the childbirth is getting closer, so you might be getting a little bit anxious, and with the growing belly also there are some issues that are more present than they were maybe in the second trimester, so it can be much more challenging for the lower body. And also the inner thighs, the inner groin area get really stiff. And that's what we want to focus on today. So release a little bit the lower back, but mostly the focus will be on the legs, because for the childbirth, we want to make it as open as possible. No stiffness, just really relaxed pelvic floor, ready to be open during labor. Please do have 2 pillows at hand, as we will be needing them for some of the poses. Some of the poses will be nicer and more restorative with the pillows. And you can start in a seated position, just like I am, or you can also put one leg on top of each other if it's accessible, so the right foot is more or less on the left knee. And we will just come forward as far as your belly allows you to go, and just stretching a little bit into the lower back. First connection with our breath, with our body. So you can use this time just to observe how you are feeling today. And during the practice we also want to cultivate this connection. Not to be disconnected from our body, but quite the opposite. I want you to really feel what feels right, what doesn't, what feels intuitive. Really try to listen to your inner voice. Now move the hands a little bit towards the right side to stretch a bit to the side of the body. And I'm here just to guide you, to give you some ideas for the practice, for the poses. But really, if something doesn't feel good, or you feel like in the moment you would like to do something else, go for it. Really, it's your practice, your body. So listen to it. Let's go to the left side. And back up to center. You can come back to the easy seated position, just one leg in front of each other. And we will do a few cat and cow motion, but just in this seated position. So place your hands onto the knees, and on the inhale, look up, bring the chest forward. Exhale, round and contract. Inhale, expand the chest. Exhale, reverse the motion. Inhale, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Exhale. Few more rounds like this. Just follow your own breath, your own pace. As the belly grows, the organs get more and more squeezed towards the top. So it might be a little bit harder to breathe, because also the lungs don't have so much space. Or you can have some heartburn or stomach pain, reflux. So we also want to open the chest area a little bit to be able to breathe more easily. So if it causes any trouble breathing in and out through the nose, don't worry about it and just breathe throughout your mouth. One last round here. And come back to neutral and just trace some circles with your body from the hips all the way up. So the whole upper body all the way down to the waist is in motion. And don't think about it much, just move with your body, with your breath. Feel the pelvis getting loosened, more relaxed with every movement. Reverse the direction. Last round and back to neutral. Come onto your hands and knees into the tabletop position. So the knees are underneath the hips and bring the right foot in between the hands for low lunge. So try to look forward, not to round the back too much, and just keep pressing the hips down towards the mat. It can feel really stiff. This is the area that we really want to stretch into. So no need to overdo it, really. Just take it slowly, and with time you will see that this area is more relaxed. You can even widen your stand if your belly is in the way, and place the hands in the middle, so the right foot is next on the right of the right hand, so there is more space for the belly. And let's stretch into the front leg for half split. So now stretching into the back side of the right leg into the hamstrings. Flex the front foot. You should feel the stretch more in this way. Again, no need to go too deep. We want to feel some sensation, but definitely it shouldn't be painful. Let's come back forward into low lunge and bring the foot to meet the left. And we will just switch sides. So now the left foot comes forward next to both hands, so a bit wider stand. And look forward if possible. Keep pressing the hips down. Let's stretch into the front leg for half splits. Come back forward and bring the left foot to meet the right. Again, tabletop position, and bring the hands a little bit forward and come into our first downward facing dog. So the feet are about hip width distance apart, the hands about shoulder width distance apart, and do any little movements that feel good here. Paddle the feet, maybe move the hips from side to side. You can shake your head and keep pressing the chest towards the thighs. No need to be touching the mat with the heels. Definitely you can keep the knees bent. Big stretch here. And walk the feet forward, the hands a little bit backwards so they can meet somewhere in the middle. And widen your stance so now your feet are about as wide as the mat, and bend the knees generously for ragdoll fold. You can also grab the opposite elbows and sway a little bit from side to side to release the spine, the lower back, and also to stretch into the back side of the legs. Place the hands down onto the mat and slowly roll all the way up back to stand. Really slowly so you won't get dizzy. And now change direction, so now you are parallel to the shoulder edge of the mat, the shoulder edges of the mat, and widen your stand and bring the heels in, toes out, so kind of like a big squat position, and we will come into this squat. So lower down, bend the knees and keep your back straight. You can place your hands onto the knees, but just very gently. You don't want to be putting all the weight on the knees. A really great pose for childbirth as a preparation. We are strengthening but also stretching into the inner thighs. And we will add some motion. So on the inhale, rise the arms up, stretch out the legs, and exhale, come back down. Inhale all the way up, exhale, come down. Few more like this with your own breath. Kind of breathe out through the mouth if it's more comfortable. And really with the arms go all the way up so you feel the stretch in the chest, in the stomach area. And finish your round and come back to goddess pose, to the squat position. And now drop the right shoulder to the front, to the middle, and look over your left shoulder. Nice twist for the upper body. Go a little bit deeper with the right shoulder if you can. And let's switch side. Come back to the center. Place your hands onto the ground and toe heel the feet so they come a little bit closer, still a little bit wider than hip width distance apart, and come all the way down. So here you can stay on the toes if the whole soles of the feet feel like too much, and you can also place a pillow underneath if it helps. You can sit on the pillow if it helps with stability and just to bring the ground a little bit closer. So first play and choose the variation that fits you. We will stay here for a few breaths. You can use the elbows to keep pressing the knees a little bit more open. And slow down your breath again. If it feels good, you can also add some motion, swaying from side to side. Or stay still, whatever you prefer. Drop down the shoulders. There is no tension in the neck, in the shoulders. The upper body is relaxed. And let's release, let's come to sit back. Widen your legs, so they're wide open in straddle pose. And first we will fold to the right side, but with a side bend, so you can slide your right hand onto the right shin and then bring the left arm up and over. So first stretching into the side body. And now coming forward, so you can really rotate the upper body towards the right leg, and then you can fall down. No need to go too deep. We want to make it more passive and restorative, so no pushing, no pulling, just a nice stretch here. Slowly use your hands to come out of the pose, and we will do the same on the other side. So now the right arm goes up and over for side body stretch first, and then we will fold forward over the left leg. So let's change the direction, folding directly over the left leg. Come back up, and now we will fold directly to the middle. You can just fold down like this with your hands in front of you, or if you want to make it more maybe accessible, you can grab the pillows that you have at hand and maybe use one or two, stack them one above each other, and then you can fold onto the pillows. Maybe it's a little bit nicer variation, as we will be staying here for a few breaths. So you can rest your maybe cheek onto the pillows and use the first moments to adjust in the pose, so you can feel a nice stretch in the legs, but not too much that it is unbearable or really too uncomfortable. You want to feel nice in this pose. And find your breath again. Notice if there is anything running through your head right now. And let it just pass through without attachment, without getting really caught into the dialogue. Now it is your time for you, your body, and your baby. Let's come out of the pose slowly, no need to rush it. Place the pillows somewhere on the side, we will still be needing them. And bring the knees close towards you and come to lie down on your back. Bring both knees towards the armpits, so wide open. And if this feels already like enough of a stretch, stay here or come into full version of happy baby, so you can grab the big toes with your two-piece fingers. And keep bringing the knees a little bit closer to the ground, and at the same time opening them a bit more. Keep pressing the tailbone down so it's not too far from the mat. Let's release. Place your feet onto the mat, about hip width distance apart, close to your hips. Rest your hands on the sides, and on the inhale, bring the hips up for bridge pose. Really keep pressing the feet into the ground. And exhale, lower slowly all the way down. Inhale, bring the hips up, keep squeezing the knees together. Exhale, lower. 3 more like this. And release. Finish your last round. And bring the soles of the feet together to touch, and the knees fall apart closer to the mat on each side. So if this feels like a lot of a stretch, you can use the pillows and place one pillow under each knee so they will have some support. Can feel nicer, not so intense. So choose the variation that you feel like in the moment, and place your hands onto the lower belly to connect with your baby. You can close your eyes if you are comfortable. And breathe deeply into the belly. Let's bring the knees together to touch. You can use your hands for support and roll onto your left side with the knees still bent. And grab one of the pillows, place it in between your knees. And you can maybe also place one pillow underneath the head. Just a modified Shavasana, as the classic one can feel a little bit like too much in the last trimester. This is more restorative and supportive for the body. So make yourself really comfortable. You can cover yourself with a blanket as well. And we will stay here for a few moments. Last moments of relaxation. It's the time just for you and your baby. There is nowhere to be, just here and now. Come back to your natural breath, nothing forced, just let it flow freely. Let's slowly bring some movement back into the hands, the feet. You can remove the pillow from in between the knees. And with the eyes still closed, use your hands to lift yourself back up and come to the seated position where we started. Take your time. Bring the palms to touch in front of the heart. And thank your body for carrying your baby, for supporting you all the way through. And know that it is there for you also during labor. It wants to work with you, not against you. You are your body. So no matter what kind of challenge you will be facing during childbirth, you will make it. You will bring your baby into this world. Let's take a deep breath in through the nose and out the mouth together. So take a deep breath in. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed it and that the lower body feels a little bit more relaxed, that you feel maybe a little bit more relaxed. I hope that you will leave me a comment below to let me know about your birth plans, birth wishes, maybe if you are planning to give birth in the hospital or at home. And also if you share the birth experience afterwards with me, that would be amazing. Please do subscribe to my channel not to miss any of my future videos, and I hope to see you practicing with me again really soon. Have a great day. Bye!